From me, it's not one for the faint-hearted. Billed as the world's toughest triathlon, the Arch to Arc involves a run from London to Dover, a swim across the Channel and then a cycle to Paris. But Paul Robinson from Derbyshire has completed it in record time and raised thousands of pounds for charity, inspired by MND campaigner Sam Perkins, who was diagnosed with a disease aged just 37. He's back home now, getting some well-earned rest, so I went along to see him.
So I'm Paul Robinson. I've just completed the Enduroman Arch to Arc event, an ultra triathlon in a record time of 67 hours for a non-wetsuit person.
He's joined an elite club of just 60 people who've completed the Arch to Arc challenge, and no one has done it faster without a wetsuit than Paul.
Yeah, it was crazy hard. I mean, I expected it to be tough, and I've done a lot of endurance racing over the years, so I felt like I was prepared. But no, the actual reality of the event was much harder. Every part of the event in its individual right was tough. Even by the end of the first leg, the run, I was fairly broken by the end of the 87-mile run. That took me over 20 hours, and it was pretty emotional at the finish when my friends and family were there to greet me.
It took him just 67 hours to complete the epic challenge, an 87-mile run, a 21-mile cross-channel swim, and an 181-mile bike ride. Bad weather, blisters and a body full of jellyfish stings.
Yeah, I got stung multiple times. My first one hit me on the chin. The jellyfish just came out of nowhere and hit me and stung me. And then as we got closer to the beach in France, you could see that the tide was moving out, so you could see hundreds of jellyfish moving underneath me. I jumped and then it landed on my back and hit me on the heel, so it stung me in 3 places.
Come on!
The big question is, why would anyone do it? But the inspiration came from a man battling so much more than elements and exhaustion. Sam Perkins was diagnosed with MND at the age of 37. He's dedicated his life since to raising money for research into the disease.
Hi Sam, very good to meet you. Good to meet you finally.
When the two men met, a bond was formed, and Paul has raised thousands for the charity with his record-breaking race.
The reason why I feel such a connection with Stand Against MND and Sam Perkins is because of his mental strength. You know, he's been hit by this awful disease at the age of 37, and his mental strength to come through that, start a charity, raise over £250,000 and fund vital research now is just inspiring, his mental strength and courage. So that really drove me through some of the darker moments.
Back home in Derbyshire, the blisters are on the mend. The memories of completing the race in record-breaking time will last forever.
Knowing Sam, and we've exchanged lots of messages, and he's passionate about finding a cure for other people that will come behind him. That just means so much to me, and I just think it's a great thing to do, and we will find a cure for this at some point in time, hopefully soon.